So it's called a wall angel, and it's a great, not only as an exercise, but it's also a good test that you can do regularly to see how your shoulder mobility is going. What we're going to do is basically go up against the wall. If you imagine you're in the snow, and you know the kids make a snow angel on the floor. So you're lying down on your back and your legs going out and you're making a snow angel in the on the ground here. We're going to perform something similar, but up against a wall here. How it looks is this. So we go up against the wall and we sit down and we kind of tuck our tailbone under. So we're trying to push our lower back into the floor, and we take our hands up from here, okay, into like a 90-degree position. All we're going to do is take our hands up and come back down. So up as high as you can here and come back down. You can, if you want to move them in, but I don't think you need to do that. Just take them straight up here and then down. And what we're looking for is two things. One is, can you keep your wrist and possibly your elbow up against the wall at the same time? So we don't want to be coming off. We want to try and keep our wrist and our elbow on. At the same time, we don't want to be moving our body off the wall. So lie yourself in, tuck the tailbone under and hold here, and then just move from there. Now, if this is quite difficult for you to do, there may be one or two strategies that you can implement. One is to simply just hold yourself here. Okay, if you can't move them, just try to get your body flat, your arms at roughly 90 degrees, and your fingers, your hand in touch, the wrist in touch with the wall, also your elbows in touch with the wall, and just hold that there. You perform 3 sets of 30 seconds of that, okay, and you will feel the deep muscles of your shoulders, okay, and your trapezius working very well. And this is particularly important because if you sit down all day, you do the exact opposite of that. You sit down like this all day here with your head forward. So we want to try and work it so we get your arms back behind our body in there. If that's too much of a challenge for you at the moment, what I want you to do is put your head and your arms against and shoulders against the wall, and just keep your hips off the wall there. You can see my legs are in front of there's a gap between my back and the wall. Hold that here, and over time, then you just try and work your way back and see at what point does your arms have to come off the wall, and try to get yourself set down here up against the wall. So if you can't do this, work your way there by keeping your hips off and then getting your elbows and your wrists to the wall, and then try and move like you would do a repetition. Try and move the hip closer to it all the time here, and see if you can eventually try and touch it over time up against the wall there. So there's 3 levels that you can do for the wall angels. Give them a go. And again, not only are they a great exercise for the deep muscles of your back, but they're a sign and a test for how good your shoulder mobility is.